Well, it's a beautiful day here in rural Kent. Just thought I'd go out for a nice drive and, insert jokes in the comments about Fiat reliability. I was just driving down this hill, genuinely not hooning it. I was doing sort of 40 or 50 in fifth gear. I was cruising along, and all of a sudden it sounded catastrophic. I mean, proper dug, 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 like down on 3 or even 2 cylinders. And I thought genuinely that I'd blown the bottom end or something, because I was hooning it a bit before, and I thought I'd blown the engine. Turns out, thankfully I do carry a little handy toolkit with me, pop the intake off, and it had spat a spark plug out. You can see on cylinder 3 down in there, yeah, the spark plug had left the chat. Thankfully it doesn't look damaged or anything. I mean, the thread looks okay, not that the camera wants to focus on it, but it looks okay in there, so hopefully it's just a case of winding that spark plug back in, pop the lead back on, and all is well. But I don't carry a spark plug socket in my little toolkit here, so thankfully I'm only about 10 minutes from home, so my girlfriend and her brother are going to hopefully bring me a spark plug socket. But insert jokes about Fiat reliability, eh? So at times like this, that all those arguments and videos I've made about, oh, why would you finance a modern car? Why would you get something so boring and new? They suddenly start to make sense. Ah, the cavalry have arrived. 5 cylinders of glory. How many AA vans do you know with 5 cylinders? That's good, doesn't it? You might be able to hear in the background the fantastic thrum of a 5-cylinder diesel Volvo engine. We'll do a video on that at some point, don't worry. Gently, don't strip the threads. Alloy heads, you have to be careful. I'm going to leave it at that for now, for fear of terror ensuing. Stand by, stay clear in case it throws a rod out. Four-cylinder engines tend to work best when they've got 4 cylinders, unless they have 5. The camera lady is very slow. Right, back on the road. Right, back on the road with all 4 plugs connected. Hopefully not sounding like that building generator there. Let's just make sure we've got all 4 cylinders, shall we? Yeah, that sounds fine. Oh, that was a relief, I don't mind telling you. Genuinely thought I might have blown the engine at one point, but no, the little nugget lives to fight another day. National speed limit, woo! Update, the second I recorded that, it blew the plug out again, and now it's back on 3 cylinders. We're less than a mile from home. I'm going to nurse it back and see to it there. This is my new top speed, and this is my engine now. Oh god, and that speedo's overreading, by the way, so this is like 30. Project Car Life. Right, we've limped it back home on 3 cylinders, sounding like a twin air engine, and I've pulled the plug out that was giving us trouble. Now you might be able to see there's that little kind of mangled spot on the threads. The threads aren't quite as sharp. If you look at what it's like down the bottom and then look at the top there, something's not quite right, and it didn't feel particularly good going in. I can get it to tighten up, but it doesn't feel quite right. So what I'm thinking is it's potentially either this spark plug is a bit chewed up, which you might have done where it popped out and then rattled against the engine, or the actual thread in the head might be a bit chewed up, and the latter is particularly undesirable. I'm hoping it's the spark plug. So my plan is I'm going to pull the plug out of cylinder number 4, try putting that into cylinder number 3, and I'm going to use some WD-40-ish to lubricate inside the head and the plug itself, and hope we can clear off any small that's in there. So hopefully that one will go in properly, and then if it does, we then know that it's probably a spark plug related issue. So I'm hoping, fingers and spark plugs crossed, that that is the issue, but let's see. So the verdict is I can get the 4th plug, which wasn't the problem one, back into its own thread pretty easily. I cannot get any plug to go into the bad thread that blew out. So I have a sneaking suspicion there's an issue with that thread in the head, which you can't solve with £2 down Euro car parts or GSF. Right. A few days later, the cavalry, by which I mean my dad, arrives. We start by whipping out the troublesome spark plug and winding a thread chaser of the same thread into the plug hole. This has sharp grooves on it that supposedly can recut damaged threads to make getting bolts and spark plugs in this case easier to go back in. The signs look good when, after 5 minutes of winding it back and forth, the thread chaser comes out with some metal shavings on it. Noticing the bent and damaged washer on the spark plug, we then decided to remove it altogether and try tightening the plug up without it after cleaning around the plug hole. After buttoning it back up and plugging the lead back in, are we rewarded with 4 cylinders? Well, that sounds like 4. Oh. What's that? What is that? It stopped ticking. That's a lot. That sounds better as well, doesn't it? The ticking and rattling the engine made, which we suspect was air blowing past the damaged washer, appears to have gone too. On the road, the plug stays in and the car seems to have all of its power back. But if I rag it... I know some of you will have been screaming at us to do a helicoil or a thread insert into the head. To be honest, that was the plan. We'd even ordered one to do. But when we got given a 2-week delivery time for it, we thought we'd try this free fix and just see what happened. I probably will still do the helicoil at some stage, but for now our quick fix does seem to be standing up to my rigorous testing. The little nugget is back in business, baby! So, hopefully, there we have it. From that catastrophic noise that genuinely made me think we'd blown the engine, this little nugget has tested us once again, but hopefully we have sorted it. We've got 4 cylinders, reliably, I can thrash it hard, it hasn't blown a plug out, it is healthy and happy, and we are good to go for a summer of hooning. Hopefully. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content on this mad nugget and the Mercedes and all the other cars on the channel of craziness, and potentially a new project of mine coming soon. You never know. And I will catch you very soon, everybody. Have a brilliant rest of your day. And as I always say, have a good one.